What's going on, guys? We're back. We're back here with another video. This one is from the YouTuber More Pegasus. They actually lost everything. It's on IDUBBZ. This is the photo of IDUBBZ when he was crying during his therapy session with Dr. Honda. And yeah, I've been seeing a couple of More Pegasus' videos offline, and it's some good stuff, some very entertaining stuff, especially him covering the IDUBBZ and Nisa travesty with Creator Clash 3 that's been canceled. And also, he has been on Hassan Piker's neck. Like, he will not let up. He will not let Hassan Piker, my bad, Hassan Parker, my bad. We got to remember, his name is Hassan Parker. 45-year-old Hassan Parker. That's what we're working with right now. And, just Hassan is just on his thing and is actually getting to like a little bit of a back and forth with the YouTuber Legal Mindset, who I've also been getting into because he's been covering the Ethan lawsuit against Hassan's orbiters, Denims, Frogan, and Caseytron. And of course, Hassan, not knowing what the law is, has been repeatedly lying on his stream about the law and how these lawsuits work and everything. And Legal Mindset, who is an actual lawyer, has been, in the most pleasant way I could possibly can, verbally bitch slapping Hassan because he has no idea how the law works. Yeah, that covers it. That pretty much covers it for real. Like, I'm not even joking. That pretty much covers it for real about what's been going on with this. But this one is on IDUBBZ. We didn't forget about you, IDUBBZ. We didn't forget about you, buddy. Don't worry. We'll edit that. I'll edit that out. Or I might not edit that out. It shows raw footage. It shows raw footage. This is real things. This is real stuff we're working with. This is real time we're going on right now, buddy boy. Hold up. So it's extra light there. Because I can see it right now. It's very dark. Give me 1 second. I think I have a few things. Right, there we go. Bring it down a little bit. Let there be light. There we go. You see my face now, people. We back. We're back. You can see me. We're good. Fresh out of the shower, hair covered in water and soap. Got the lazy clothes on. We're good to go. So now, with no further ado, more Pegasus, my guy, my new dude, my new favorite YouTuber who comes down there and slaps around Ian and Anissa, Hassan Parker, 45 years old. Let's get into the video. I'll put the description in the link. Please like and subscribe and go show some love to this video because unlike Hassan's orbiters, I'm not stealing content over here, bro. I'm not stealing content over here. I'm reacting. I'm showing love. I put the description of the video in there. I do what I'm supposed to do. So you know what? Cheers to all the people who do reactions correctly. And let's get to more Pegasus.
Welcome back to a series so heavenly. Aliens from Mars are watching. In today's video, Hassan has just been humiliated by a stand-up comedian. Tectone continues to
Stavros. I've seen Stavros like make a little bit of appearance on Hassan's stream sometimes. So if it's in Stavros, ooh, because I've heard Stavros roast some people. So if Hassan let that happen, oh my god, I can only imagine what Stavros said to this guy. I can only imagine the type of stuff he said. Because Hassan Parker, 45 years old, hanging around 20-year-olds, flexing, jump ahead. Y'all be jumping ahead during these openings? Man, y'all need to watch the because this tells me that y'all be jumping ahead just to get to the video. Y'all need to be listening to the introduction. More Pegasus put a lot of work in this opening, trying to tell you what this video is going to be about. Y'all skipping ahead? Come on, man, show some respect. But yeah, nah, he's been on Hassan's neck, so I can only imagine what Stavros said to this guy. Also, Tectone. I'll be getting to Tectone's videos a little bit. There's some things we disagree on, but other than that, he's funny. He's actually entertaining. And also, he's on Hassan, so you know what? Can't be mad about it.
to absolutely roast Hassan. Ethan has caught Anissa, aka IDUBBZ's husband, in several lies and has responded.
Oh no, Anissa lied? Anissa lied, and there's a track record? There's a full-on track record of her line. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that Anissa would somehow leave a breadcrumb trail of her lies? Who would have thought that? Who would have thought that? You've been following this drama. You understand this is way too easy.
Responded to her Twitter meltdown. Jellywig continues to get absolutely
Ludwig, another guy. You know, he just got the greatest hits of people in this video. Ludwig, who did not take accountability for. It's not funny, but didn't take accountability for pressuring his alcoholic friend to keep drinking to the point where his alcohol level got to the point where he could pass out, or even, sorry, he would have got alcohol poisoning and possibly passed on. And Ludwig, running around with the breathalyzer, was cheering every time his blood alcohol level went higher. That's what Ludwig is. Didn't want to take responsibility for that, but hey, he could at least calls out IDUBBZ and Nisa for, well, especially IDUBBZ for the dumb content cop. And then it's what Anissa does next, because I've seen the tweets, so we're gonna get to that in a second. Don't worry, I get a little bit ahead because I've seen this stuff on social media about what her response was to this. So my bad, I'm getting a little too ahead of myself right now.
torched by Hassan supporters for daring to say the truth for once. And a bunch of more updates. Subscribe to automatically double your...
Bro, when I tell you, he has been on 63 and counting. He is not stopping. Like, hold on, let me do this real quick. Dude, he is not stopping. He is on Hassan's neck right now. He is not stopping right now. It's so funny. It really is. It's really funny. Like, he's just not having it at all. Just he is just not having it at all. Look at this. On these people's necks. It's just hilarious, bro. It's just hilarious. And I'm off. And it's not like these are nice people. These aren't nice people. So that's another reason I don't care. These aren't nice people we're dealing with here. These are people who harass you, whose community harass you, who try to push false narratives against you, who signal boosters crazy, deranged people that end up leading to a false CPS call at your house. By the way, that one video of Dean Winters, I'm going to react to that. That one he did with his live when he tried to falsely call CPS on this guy. Yeah, I saw that too. I'm going to be on that too, because what are you doing, Dean? But that's a video for another day. But yeah, no, he has been applying the pressure on Hassan, and I appreciate every last bit of it.
Your pee-pee size.
Let's up those numbers!
And this is Ludwig. This is the video of Ludwig. This is the one he said up those numbers. He's talking about his friend's blood alcohol level. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even joking. That's legitimately what this is. Him asking his friend to up his blood alcohol level. It was already high, but he's like, let's up it.
And let's begin with our favorite lol cow, Hamas Piker. So basically, this stand-up comedian named Stavros has appeared on Hassan's stream and just randomly started roasting the ever-living shit out of him. Stavros clocks Hassan's Peter
Pan syndrome. I've seen your big ass pants, chain link BS. You know what you're doing. Gonna pretend to be young so long it's gonna be so pathetic. Mirror selfies. 10 years from now, let's see. Shout out to Yeet. Yeet is always on it when it comes to these live streams. He's always ready to catch it, put the clip on there, and it just gets numbers. So shout out to Yeet. Also, the fact that Stavros clocked this is hilarious.
Pan syndrome.
People are saying young. That's true. You're washed, bitch.
Oh, true.
You're
the same age as me.
Yeah,
Aren't
but
you older than me?
But I accept it. You're trying to be young. I see your big ass pants.
But look at my fucking beard. I have white
dude.
beard hair.
No, you're. What about this fucking chain link bullshit?
What
dude?
do you mean?
You know what you're doing. You know what you're fucking doing. I accept who I am. You're gonna pretend to be young so long. It's gonna be so fucking. Pathetic.
But I just I can't.
When you're 40,
dude,
dressing when it comes back around, you're wearing leggings.
I went to a phase party, which is already.
Yeah, I mean,
exactly.
I rest my case, folks.
You went to I don't know, man. I feel like you're too old. This FaZe Clan and stuff. Like, I don't know. I don't know how old the FaZe Clan stuff is. I'm not as familiar with it. But I'm like, bro. And there's also that video of him a bunch around other 20-year-old millionaires and him flexing about how he has the most money. just flexing on these 20-year-olds that he has more money than them. Even though these 20-year-olds at this party were millionaires, but hey, Hassan got to flex. Hassan got to flex,
Exactly.
I mean,
Not a green card, not a green Yu-Gi-Oh card.
absolutely clocked them immediately. Hassan is definitely the "how do you do, kids" type of person. Full-grown man in his 30s trying to fit in with teenagers at a phase party. Absolutely embarrassing. I don't know what.
There it is. I knew he was too old for FaZe Clan. Something just told me FaZe Clan is like for younger, like late teens, early 20s type of people. That's what
it is. I think he's really self-conscious of aging in general and just being forgotten.
Was that him dressed like Monkey D. Luffy? Bro, stop doing that. No, because he compared that Houthi pirate to Luffy from One Piece. Stop doing that. You need to say, no, the internet is forever and the internet will never forget that you did that. But you need to physically separate yourself from that. You need to stop doubling back to that. You need to stop reminding people. Because for some reason you think it's either a troll, you think it's funny, whatever. It's not helping you to have people remember that you compared a Houthi pirate who under the United States is a terrorist, and that you try to humanize and say he's like Luffy from One Piece. You need to stop making people forget about that. The internet never forgets, but you need to stop physically doing it in front of our eyes to make people double back. I know your audience isn't going to care, but you need to think about outside your audience because it's looking really bad. The more people look at you, dude, the worse it's been getting for you. The more attention you've been getting, the worse it looks because everybody's seeing exactly who you are. And you need to cut it out, bro.
I think it's just a real sore spot for him, and this guy here is just sort of digging the knife. I mean, I still can't believe Hassan is like a decade older than me. He's like 34, yet he still doesn't understand basic common sense.
Yeah, by the way, when I was calling him 45, he hates being called older than he actually is. So that's why I do it, because that's his insult for people that are literally around his age. He likes to call them old as a way to dismiss them, even though he's like either 2 years or like actually their age. But hey, if he does it and he feels some type of way, hey, do it to him. He should be fine. He'll be all right. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. He'll be all right.
He still doesn't know how to tell right from wrong and doesn't know that supporting terrorists is actually not a.
And yeah, this is the Houthi pirate that he said is like Monkey D. Luffy. I'm so glad More Pegasus brought this back. Just I saw him and it looked like a socialist jersey version of trying to look like Monkey D. Luffy. So I'm really glad we could bring this back so we can have one. We can bring that together so you can see what I was talking about. I'm glad More Pegasus did that. Shout out to him.
A good thing. So after this, Hassan tries to switch the topic, to make fun of somebody else, basically anybody but him, but he immediately gets shut down again and just insulted to his face.
At the phase party, like there was a guy that was even older than me.
Yeah.
Okay, and he was like, I think he was like a magician or something.
Awesome.
And he had like crazy.
So
hair.
he was a more honorable content creator than you.
Yeah, for sure. That's
A more honorable content creator than you. Oh yeah, no, you trying to make me the magician. I'm pretty sure the magician was hired to be there. So you're talking about a guy who was hired to be there. You chose to be there. He chose to be there to get paid. You chose to be there because you want to feel young again. You want to feel young again. That's what this is. That's legitimately what this is. He was getting paid. You were trying to get laid and trying to look cool amongst these 20-year-old millionaires like they don't have their own money and their own following and they don't look at you like some type of god. But hey, he wanted to flex on these young millionaires. He wanted to flex.
like
provided more to
I'm
the.
sorry, there's no other notes. But I saw this guy and he's like definitely in his like 40s, maybe late 40s, and he's like surrounded by these like 20-year-olds, and I was like, if I'm ever that, I need.
When you were that, you were at the party. You were that. Don't act like you're not at that point in your life anymore, Hassan. Don't act like you're not at that point in your life. You're already there, buddy. You're 10 years, or what did he say, in his 50s? He said he was just older than him. He didn't know how old he was. You're 10 years early to that party. You're 10 years early. You're already there. You're already there, buddy. You've reached the summit. It's okay.
Myself. When you are that.
No, I will never be that. I will never.
You're already that.
Like I don't like hide my age or anything.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. The coloring of the beard, the rumor of the hair plugs, the numerous talks of you being on the sauce. Like, what do you mean, bro? You're trying to stay young. You're around the party with a bunch of early 20s year olds that you're more than a decade or even more than a decade and a half older than, bro. You're already theirs. It's okay. You know, you can age gracefully like other people, but hey, man, you want to feel young all the time. You don't want to get old, buddy. Hey, listen, some people don't want to get old. It's okay. It's okay, buddy. You can get old. It's okay. You shouldn't feel bad about it. Everybody ages. It's okay, buddy.
always say I'm old, and also I have too many injuries to can't even hide that I'm like youthful in any capacity.
Sure.
Take
You
a
also.
compliment, man.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
That's awful.
Anyway, Hassan's washed. He's pretending
Yeah.
he isn't.
Yeah.
You're an old bitch, but you're having
I'm
trouble
old.
with it.
I'm old. I'm washed. I'm gracefully aging.
No, you're not.
No, you do it. He's old. He's washed. He's an old bitch. Yo, stop, bro. Bro, stop, bro. You're killing him. You're killing him, dude. He's already dead. So keep going. I don't care. So keep going, bro. Like I'm gonna instigate it. Keep going, stop, bros. Keep going.
Not.
I'm gracefully aging.
No, dude.
That's what I'm doing.
I can't wait to see you fucking pathetically try and keep up with trends your whole fucking life.
Oh my god, this is brutal. So Hassan really thought that he could change the topic right there. You know, let's make fun of this random magician guy that I conveniently brought up right now. By the way, I did see that phase party while doing research for a video, and I'm pretty sure that the magician guy there was like hired to be there. So you're literally just making fun of a guy who was doing his career. Unlike you, he didn't literally specifically seek out and try to hang out with young people like you do. Hassan's strategy is pretending that everybody automatically likes him and enjoys being around him. He tries to sort of ingratiate himself in between these more popular groups.
What is this? Debate lords? This is a real thing? I was like, it looks like a spoof of the actual debates that actual politicians have. This looks like a spoof. Like if Scary Movie wanted to make fun of presidential debates, this is what this looks like. I've never heard of this. I've never heard of what this is.
So that way he can always sort of keep his relevancy. But I feel like that facade is starting to fade now because your own friends are having to tiptoe around you, hide you from sponsorships. You can't even go on your friends' podcasts anymore like Trash Taste because you just get so much backlash. Heck, even your connection with Ludwig is getting him in trouble. It seems like you just destroy everything.
Well, that's partially Ludwig's fault. Remember, because this happened a while ago when Hassan went on there and said that streaming is harder than a 9-to-5 job, and he was talking about his sales job. So not like an actual physical labor job, like I do, like a bunch of other people in America do. So when he said that, of course it was ridiculous, and of course you got ridiculed, and some people tried to defend it. You know, it was other streamers. It was other streamers. Destiny tried to say what Hassan was trying to say. He was trying to like figure out like I can translate what Hassan was trying to say. It's still stupid. It was still stupid. And Ludwig made a video making fun of it. Hassan bitched and cried about it to Ludwig. Ludwig deleted the video he made a completely different video with a different thumbnail. So again, it's Ludwig's fault that he folded. And now he knows, and now Hassan knows that Ludwig's at the behest of him and can literally just bitch to him anytime he gets, and Ludwig will do it. He'll do it. Ludwig has no spine. So, and once he figured out that Ludwig has no spine, he knows he could have either mind control, crowd control, or content control over Ludwig. So it's Ludwig's fault for not having a spine when it comes to Hassan. Or having a spine to tell his friend to stop drinking. Or have a spine to not be the type of person to encourage his alcoholic friend to be drinking at a party that leads to him harassing women and him losing everything. That's Ludwig in a nutshell.
Thing you touch, and that's why nobody actually wants to associate with you. You're not one of the 20-year-olds anymore. You're just a washed up political hack. It's time to accept it. Then Hassan just continues getting bullied here, and he just like has no comeback. It's sad.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be awesome. You're doing fit pics at 42.
I'm gonna be dressed like Brett
mirror selfies.
Yeah, dude.
You're literally you're cruising for a Gelman existence, dude.
It's like full circle because you used to dress really awesome, and then in the future you will also dress really awesome.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be the great Gelman.
You will be.
I'm gonna be the reverse Gelman, anti-Israel.
Or like I don't know. I could also see you going like the Depp route, like wearing like a lot of drapey stuff and like rings. Like not quite Rick Owens, but
He's already wearing hella rings now. He's already there. He just has to start wearing droopy clothing. He's already almost there. He already has the rings. He just needs the necklace, the droopy clothes. He already has the rings. He's getting there.
like
No.
like
No, we can't conceive of what the equivalent to that in 10 years. He will be doing it.
Oh my god.
He thinks he'll be like, oh no, I'm not doing rings or whatever. But he's gonna do
He's
what
wearing rings now.
he thinks he'll be like, oh no, I'm not doing rings or whatever.
He's wearing rings now. He's doing it now. Where is it at? He's doing it now while he's covering his nips. Like he just got caught coming out the shower and he didn't want anybody to see. Look at that. Look how the way he's just covering his nips like that is insane. That's my thumbnail. This is gonna be my thumbnail. Oh, him covering his nips is gonna be my thumbnail. But no, bro, he's already there. He's already there, bro. He's already there when it comes to that, man. He's already reached the summit for that. He's already wearing the rings. He's already beaten us to it, brother. He's already beaten us to it. He's already there.
But he's gonna do whatever that thing is, and he's gonna think it's new. Those guys don't think they're lame. He's not gonna think he's lame, but he's gonna be such a fucking loser.
I have too many people in here that would rip my asshole apart if I were to do that.
No, they wouldn't. No, they would not. No, they would. No, they would. No, they would. No, they wouldn't. I don't know why he's even trying to lie like this. I don't know why he's trying to lie like this. What are you doing, bro? Who honestly believes that? If you've seen Hassan's chat, dude, they guzzle you. They inhale you. They breathe in, there you are, and they don't even try to breathe out because they don't want to lose you out of their mouth. Yes, I said that. Yes, they full on engulf Hassan Parker. So the fact he said his chat would do that is hilarious because no, they wouldn't. We've all seen your chat. I've been saying this, like, I don't know, the last couple of days, thinking about this. For some reason, he thinks when we watch him, we're not seeing what he's doing. He thinks we're just listening. He has to believe that we're just putting him on the background and not paying attention. But then, like, what are you doing? Because I'm assuming his audience just puts him on in the background while they're doing other stuff. But on other people who are either doing this full time or doing part time right here, we are watching you. We are watching. We are seeing what you're doing, and we're hearing what you're doing. So when he says this, I'm like, dude, do you act like we've never seen your chat before? Or you're just being, either he's being stupid or he thinks nobody's going to check this and he doesn't care if nobody checks this. It has to be at this point that he just doesn't care. My chat would rip me a new asshole. Shut the fuck up, bro.
Really? Really?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for the SpongeBob. Thank you for the SpongeBob reference. Because, like, bro, that was my face when he said that. I'm like, bro, if you don't shut up. If you don't shut up for real, like, if you don't shut the fuck up, like, come on, dog. Like, come on, bro. What are we doing here, man? What are we doing here? What is this nonsense that you're trying to pull right now, Hassan? What is this nonsense? It needs to stop. It needs to stop, brother. Because, stop it. Stop it. Just stop it. Just cut it out.
Chat is going to rip your a-hole. How can you just straight up lie in front of their faces like that? Everybody knows you live in the biggest echo chamber known to man. You have a fanatical cult following who doesn't even question you when you support literal terrorists. So what are you talking about? You could literally go out on the street and shoot 10 people, murder them, and your chat would cheer. They'd type like based and put hearts for you. This guy acting like he isn't surrounded by anything but yes men is crazy. This is the first time somebody has actually called you out on your bullshit and is actually like making fun of you. And I feel like Hassan is just extremely insecure about this, like just getting old in general. And I feel like you don't need to be. Just sort of accept that aging is a natural process of life, nothing to be feared. Just stop pretending like you're still one of the college kids. It's weird. If you want to be taken seriously, you gotta somewhat act your age, you know? Especially in the political sphere or whatever.
Soul apart if I were to do that.
Yeah,
like,
you would think they were flirting with you. You would be old and be like, haha, just young chatters. We're all on the same page.
Look,
Everyone who grows up has families. Dude, even Austin has like an adopted Korean son with his husband.
Fucking Stavros. Stavros is funny as shit. Shout out Stavros. That man funny as hell.
And you're fucking still hanging on to your youth, dude.
yeah.
Cool.
That's what's gonna happen. I
I
promise
know.
you.
I no.
Chat,
doubt.
put a pin in it. 10 years from now, let's see what Hassan's doing. It's
Look,
gonna
And you know what? 10 years from now, this will be in my video archives. And 10 years from now, I'm a professional YouTuber. And I will gladly do a DJ Vlad style flashback to this moment right here. I will go back. I will do a flashback of this. I will do the Vlad TV flashback for this moment because it would be just chef's kiss.
be pathetic.
well,
Oh my god, he actually just took the knife and put it deep into his heart there. Because we all know that 10 years from now, Hassan will not even have a career. I 100% guarantee you this. There is no shot, no universe in which this guy survives another 10 years. Here's what's gonna happen. He's either 1, completely losing relevance. Number 2, getting checked into a mental institution. Number 3, being assassinated by one of his deranged followers who he happened to disagree with once. Or number 4, getting arrested. Or 5, all of the above, I don't know. And I want you guys to do me a favor. Send me this clip to the one person that actually remembers. Send me this clip in 10 years. And obviously, I will continue to be successful the entire time forever and ever, so I will be here on the internet to receive this clip. And I want you guys to tell me and let me know that I was right all this while back, a decade ago. And I just know that Hassan has no staying power because he's made his career. I mean, he didn't really make his career. He was gifted his career by his multi-millionaire uncle, but he's quote-unquote
Yes. And I already have my own issues with Shaq Huger, so let's not bring him up because he gives me a twitch, like a very frustrated twitch, when he talks about the things he talks about and the way he thinks. That debate, that interview he had with Crystal and Kyle on Secular Talk. Anytime I see Cenk Uygur talk to somebody who obviously can argue better than he can, and aren't full of shit, and just aren't just dumb as hell, and he tries to. It's the condescending ignorance that Cenk Uygur has sometimes with the people he talks with that gives me a frustrated twitch. Because I'm just like, bro, you're not correct. You need to stop this. Just stop it.
made his career from literal brain rot politics. The only reason anybody watches Hassan is because, oh well, we're on the same side of politics, might as well watch this guy. You basically just want to hear someone who already says all the, policies you're thinking and maybe shares your radical extremist terrorist beliefs. Meanwhile, everybody else actually had to make a career from something else, starting from the bottom. Literally post like 200 videos before getting even 10 views. Actually develop a personality, a humor, something, a fan base that isn't full of terrorist supporters. I mean, it is going to be incredible, absolute cinema. This guy's going to lose all his relevance, and it's just going to be the most insane meltdown ever.
Was that McDonald's? My bad, because McDonald's is on the BDS list, so I'm a little confused. It might not have been McDonald's. Just don't look like, is that McDonald's? I must say, can you not do can you not use products that are on the BDS list? Like, are you just incapable of not doing that? This shit didn't hit hard until the last part about Hassan having no face.
Shit didn't hit hard until the last part about Hassan having no family. Don't worry, he can visit unlimited amount of brothels. That's what life's about. Right, so Tectone responded, making fun of him.
Bro, Hassan hates being called 45. It drives him insane. The
Told you. I told you. I told you.
The fact that he has a hair transplant, the fact that he uses finasteride every day, he's willing to risk the strength of his erections to make sure that he at least appears decent on the outside. In case you don't know what I'm saying here, let me pull this up real quick. Finasteride, a medication primarily used for treating male.
Hold on. I got full screen this because I can't see this. I got terrible eyes. Still can't see it, Tectone. Holy crap. You know what? He's actually reading. So let me have Tectone read it.
Male pattern baldness and prostate enlargement can cause erectile dysfunction as a side effect. This guy is so willing to remove the ability of his penis from being able to fuck or breed or give up the ability to have children because this guy is so obsessed. This guy is so obsessed with his appearance. He's willing to throw away anything that doesn't make him look good. His dick is floppy as a goddamn pancake, but it doesn't matter to him because as long as people think he looks good, that's the only thing that matters. Brother, look at the glasses, look at the fake hair, look at the chain, look at the Gucci bag. This guy wants you to think that he's cool so bad. But the reality is, underneath all the glitz, all the glam, we all know what you look like, Hassan. Without your hair, without your beard, this is what you would have looked like if you didn't get that hair transplant. And we all know it. You're a weak man, pumping your body, full of steroids.
Bruh, somebody in this chat typed Hassan has no piker. That is diabolical! Now listen, I don't know what Hassan has revealed in his past. I'm not an avid viewer, obviously. I don't know what stuff he takes or whether or not he's actually on roids. I wouldn't put it past him though. He is definitely a shortcut kind of guy. You know, entire career handed to him, pays for sex, went to a brothel in another country for this purpose, yet has the audacity to call other people past.
And here's Legal Mindset, who Hassan needs to leave this man alone. I'm so serious. He needs to leave Legal Mindset alone. You're not winning this. You're not winning this. Optics, the law does not, and he says this, the law does not care about optics. The law does not care about narratives. The law cares about what you can prove. You can't prove shit. You have nothing. You've never had any evidence. You just say shit. And I'm talking about Hassan Parker. Leave this lawyer alone. And all he said was breaking down the lawsuit that Ethan has against Hassan's orbiters and how screwed they are, and they should probably set him. And he goes in there and said he's a fake Rumble lawyer. You don't know who this is. Please stop. Leave this alone. When it comes to the law and actually knowing it and actually knowing how the system works, leave it alone because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Hassan. Leave it alone. You're gonna get yourself fucked up. You're gonna get yourself verbally fucked up messing with this lawyer. Leave him alone. Because I've been watching some of his stuff. I'm gonna start reacting to some of his stuff. I'm gonna start backlogging when he first started doing this because, dude, this guy's just dropping gems. He's entertaining. He makes listen to law entertaining. I like law tubers. I like learning new things about the law. So some of these law tubers be very entertaining. Him, people said Legal Eagle's not a guy, but I've watched Legal Eagle sometimes. Legal Bites, Legal Bites is really good. But yeah, no, Hassan, leave this lawyer alone before you get yourself fucked up. Stop it. You need to stop while you're way behind. But his ego won't let him do it. So his ego and his pride is going to let him walk himself into something he's not. You're going to look stupid. You already have. This man has made you look stupid numerous times. And it doesn't matter what lie or narrative you try to push, you're not beating the fact that a lawyer knows it better than you. It has the verbal ability to do it entertainingly and make you look stupid. Let this go. Hassan had no, besides it being his orbiters and this lawyer talking about his orbiters lawsuit, Hassan had no reason to get involved in this and he should have stayed out of it, but he didn't want to do it.
Sport Bros. It's just a different level of patheticness. Admitted he allows his girlfriend to sleep with other men. No self-respecting man does that. IDUBBZ 2.0. And I think it's hilarious he's actually getting called out and he just couldn't come up with a single comeback, bro. Roast back a bit. Holy shit. I mean, you can easily make fun of that guy, but you just sat there and took it, bro. Then Tectone talks about how Hassan was bragging about his money at a phase party despite, you know, being a socialist.
You immediately had to brag that you make more money than everybody else. That's crazy, bro. If you're such a communist, if you're such a socialist, why are you flexing your wealth at every opportunity?
He's a champagne socialist. That's what he is. He's not an actual socialist. He's a champagne socialist. Socialism for everybody except Hassan. He loves capitalism. He's so privileged from his entire life that he has been just given luxury after luxury after luxury after luxury. There's no way he would give any of that shit up and share it with anybody else. No, he doesn't even pay his mods. That's why Frogan has to go on the stream begging for rent money. This man is a champagne socialist. He doesn't give a fuck about any of this shit for real. It just looks good. It's a good aesthetic for him. That's all this is. It's a good aesthetic for this motherfucker. And that's pure, and that's just what it is. Nothing else.
To literal children.
I went to a phase party, which is already.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean,
And you know what he did when he went to the phase party, dude? So I don't want to brag, but I'm a 45-year-old man hanging out with children. Phase up.
Oh my God, bro. Shane, not one watch, but 2 watches. $600 t-shirt with a gold wristband and
I literally have a makeshift The Weekend shirt that I got from Temu. I used to call it Temu, and there was a Super Bowl commercial called Temu. But he's wearing 2 watches, a $600 t-shirt, 2 watches, champagne socialist. This is what the fuck I'm talking about. He's not an actual genuine socialist. This man loves his luxuries. He loves to flex. His cars, his money, his house, his jewelry. I remember that time he tried to say he bought a fancy ass car, or I think it was like $250,000, $300,000 car for him and his fans. Like his fans were gonna get a chance to drive it or some shit like that. He said, "I bought it for us." Oh, you didn't. You didn't buy it for your people. You bought it for you, you greedy fuck. You like nice things. It's okay. But you need to wear the aesthetic that you're some type of socialist. And it's hilarious watching you flex and say you're a socialist. It's really fucking funny.
whatever the this green piece of shit thing. I got no idea what the that
Is that a watch? That looks like a fucking brick. Unless the 2 watches are on the same wrist. If the watches are on the same wrist, bro, just stop. Just cut it out. Just the watches are on the same fucking wrist. I swear to God.
is. How many accessories do you have? Hassan, you know why you need to watch all that shit? Because there is nothing of substance beneath the surface. Oh my God.
Has there ever been anything? Has there ever been any substance to a song? Even watching some of his old stuff when he was on TYT doing essentially like red pill type of shit. Was there ever any substance to Hassan Parker? Was there ever really?
God, and 2 golden rings? There's more. Every time he moves, he spawns like 8 other pieces of gold. How much do you need to hide your insecurities? Don't tell me there's more on his other hand.
he was a more on.
Oh my, there's more on the other hand. No, guys. He has 1, 2, 3, 4 rings on right now. He has 4. So a chain, 4 rings, sunglasses, indoors. These are not glasses, they're tinted. Okay? As well as he's wearing 2 watches at the same time with a golden ring around his wrist and another green strap.
The ultimate champagne socialist. Literally got $50,000 of clothes and accessories on his body, maybe more. But then we'll say, tax the rich, eat the rich.
Make the rich. You are the rich. Wait, how expensive was that shirt you're wearing? Bro, you are literally the rich. That's what. You are the rich. So you said make the rich play. Play. Fuck. Pay. Man, I'm not Englishing correctly right now. You're not. Who are you talking about when you say this? Because you apparently think it's people with more money than you. You're rich. Your mom's a landlord with multiple billions. Your dad's a billionaire. Your uncle is Sheikh Huger, who is a millionaire with his own network that you got a job with. Who are these rich that you're talking about that you think you are not included in? I don't fucking get that. What do you mean to make the rich pay? You are them. They are you. You are they. I'm so confused by that. What the fuck are you talking about? Make the rich pay. That's you. Nigga, that's you. Who the fuck are you talking about? That's not you. This isn't an actual crash out because I'm smiling the whole time because it's kind of funny watching this dude say, like, tax the rich, eat the rich. You're rich. So what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? That's not you.
Rich. We hate the rich. Not me though. Not me though. Pokemon ass. Buh. $1 million mansion. Luxury supercar. Constantly taking donation from his broke followers. Literally the opposite of every value he espouses. Go ahead and burn other people's cars, guys, but not mine. Go loot other people's businesses, but not my house, guys. If you rob my house, I'm calling the cops. I always find it so telling when people flex their belongings or their money. It just screams insecurity. You don't need to do that. People already know you are rich. You're a big creator. The only reason you would do that is to validate your own ego, especially when you're among your peers, right? You're in this little streamer party and you want to impress everybody. Oh, it's that political hack streamer who's like a decade older than all of us. How do I fit in? Oh, he's actually rich, guys. Like, what does that even do other than, I guess, lure in thirsty e-hoes, gold diggers, I guess? Absolute degenerate freak. Dude, I'm so lucky that I had a good family environment and I grew up, like, you know, watching PewDiePie, for instance, because, you know, he would teach you the values that you don't really need to constantly flaunt your rich possessions or whatever to be respected. Respect comes naturally from the kind of person you actually are and the actions you take on a daily basis. Then Tectone talks about all the chemicals he's supposedly using.
Bitch, but you're having
I'm
trouble
old.
with it.
True.
I'm old. I'm washed.
I never hide my age. Gets a hair transplant, pumps steroids, uses finasteride. Yeah, I know, man. You're really embracing the natural aging process. I know, bro. You're so honest and truthful. Oh my God, my hero.
I'm gracefully aging.
No, you're not.
I'm gracefully aging.
Yeah, after he pumped 80,000 gallons of chemicals into his body, oh man, he's gracing like a delicate little angel.
You know, I'd be really curious to see Hassan's blood work. It would be so hilarious if even the one thing that people respected him for, you know, like the good physique, even if that was a sham. If that was a sham too, that is sad. But I have a feeling that that's never gonna go public. That's never gonna drop. But yeah, I don't know. I think people are hyper obsessed over appearance these days. Someone I knew as well went for some weird surgery. I think it was like a double eyebrow slit something. They like flew to Korea or something. And I didn't understand why. They showed me like the before and after and I was like, I literally could not tell the difference. I was like, yeah, it looks pretty good. Now I understand if your like face is burnt off and it hurts for people to look at you. I mean, that makes sense. That's kind of hard to deal with on a daily basis. But a lot of these people, you know, they look great already, but you know, society has convinced them they're not enough. They get in over their heads. They get really anxious and they get really neurotic about everything. And then they make pretty stupid decisions. Bro, you're aging, admit it. But I was at the phase party. Right, moving on to the Time Magazine Top 100 Creators list. Turns out a lot of people made the list.
It's time for the first ever. The other political creators include Theo Vaughn, Joe Rogan, and Hawk Tuah Girl. Wait, Hawk Tuah Girl's political? I don't watch Hawk Tuah Girl. She's political? Joe Rogan, yes. Theo Vaughn, because he has political people on, I think they're calling him a political creator, even though he's more of a comedy podcast. He's more of comedy than he is political. But Hawk Tuah Girl, you're in the same boat as Hawk Tuah Girl. Wow. You're in a top 100 creators list, and you're in the political side with the Hawk Tuah Girl. Thumbs up for that. Hey, yo, I don't give a fuck. She can get her bag. I don't care. Get your bag. Get your bag, Haley. Get your bag, Queen. But it's just being in there with the top political. So what if it's not to a girl? Uh, Hassan must feel good about being in that group of people. He must feel great about that.
It's like Theo Von, Joe Rogan, Hawk Tua Girl, and Hamas Piker. Hassan responds, honored to be on this list alongside many greats like Hawk Tua.
But shut the fuck up. Oh no, I've never heard anybody say like, bro, I'm so glad I've been grouped in with Hawk Tua Girl. I've never heard a serious content creator ever say that shit in fucking life. So what are you talking about, bro? What are you? Shut the.
Definitely memeing, but a very interesting list here. Apparently, Asmongold did not make the list despite being the 8th most searched term on YouTube globally. That's actually an insane statistic. I don't know if that's accurate. So Asmon responded,
I don't know this guy. I know she's on TikTok. I don't know her. I don't know her. I don't know him. I don't know this guy. I know this guy. Okay, I know Pokimane. I know Pokimane. There, I know that one. All right.
Mainly need. Oh wow, that I've never. My bad. I don't give a fuck about streamers. I don't give a fuck that much about streamers to know their real names. My bad.
I got one. Okay, I know this guy. We know this guy. That's Hassan. Who are these people? Like, I don't even know. The Hawk Tua girl? Wait, I didn't even see her. Did she make the list? Wait.
Just to put things into perspective, they included a literal crypto scammer.
My Hawk meme coin is live!
Yes, she is a captain. She was dumb enough to go on. She was dumb enough to let fucking CoffeeZilla into her Twitter. Oh, fuck, bro. Oh my god.
The fact that Time Magazine most influential creators doesn't include Asmongold, XQC, or H3 is so on brand for Time, I can't even complain. Asmongold is one of the top 10 search terms on YouTube. Yeah, I know. The thing is that if they want to put me on the list, I appreciate it. If they don't want to put me on the list, that's fine.
yeah, a lot of these people just don't really make sense here. I mean, Pokey is barely relevant. It seems like a random PR list or just like they needed to come up with a list and didn't want to do any sort of actual research to find out who's actually the most influential. Obviously, Hawk Tua ain't influencing anybody after that whole crypto scam. So I don't know. I don't think anybody should take these things seriously. It's just like the old boomer media trying to pretend like they know what's going on. I mean, if Hassan was on there, Asmon has to be there because he's way bigger and way more relevant. Anyways, moving on to Ethan's response to Anissa and her whole meltdown.
Ian,
Yeah, here we go, dude. Doing the Birdman handler. I'm waiting for this.
Won't be happy I'm doing this, but I think we
Okay. I'm gonna come out and clear something up. Ian won't be happy I'm doing this. But I think we need more transparency. Ticket sales were abysmal before the content cop. Promotion wasn't going how we had hoped. Charity wasn't getting the numbers we wanted. So first off, let's break this down real quick. Let's break this down. Okay, I'm just gonna come out and clear something up. Ian won't be happy I'm doing this. First off, so you're having transparent. Why would Ian not like you're being transparent about what was going on? Was Ian trying to hide something? Because when you say Ian won't like this and you're going to give more transparency, it sounds like Ian wanted to not give more transparency and just let this blow over, but you want to be the person to like, no, here's the truth. I want to be the honorable one. Weird. Kind of throwing your husband under the bus in this. Ian won't be happy I'm doing this. Kind of throwing him under the bus, but okay. The ticket sales were trash before the content comp. So the fact that he was in that content comp blaming Ethan for the poor ticket sales of Creator Clash 3 means A, it was a lie. So he just lied, downplayed CPS falsely being called on him, justified it as well. All for what? To try to get more tickets to Creator Class? So you thought? So what? Did Ian think this promotion was going to work? That him throwing his friend under the bus was going to somehow absolve him of this shitty outcome for Creator Clash 3 that's been canceled? So you threw your friend under the bus to save your own ass, and then it didn't work because now your wife is throwing you under the bus. She's made you look like a liar now because you blamed H3. He was in the content cop because Anissa, just because you're doing this doesn't mean you don't look like a liar. You still are a liar. You're still a liar, disingenuous, and still disgusting. So that doesn't change just because you're doing this now. That's not what's happening right now, and that's not what's going to be allowed to be done. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You don't get to do that. You don't get to just now do this and then you're gonna try to make the baby face. Don't try to make Ethan. Don't try to make Ian the fall guy, and you think you can turn baby face for this. No, Anissa. We know how much of a role you played, so you need to cut it the fuck out. Wow. I wonder the fuck why? Because you weren't promoting it. You didn't want your creators going on the H3 stream, going on Locale with Keemstar. You did not want them to promote this shit. And it's abysmal, the ticket sales. Who the fuck knew? Creator Crash 2 was trash. Not a lot of people trusted it. People were surprised you did the third one. Of course it was going to be ass. There's no trust. And now you guys are lying, disgusting, disingenuous pieces of shit because now we know that the Creator Clash 3 was fucked way before the Content Cop. So the Content Cop was to what? Throw Ethan under the bus of responsibility for Creator Clash 3 sucking? Was it trying to get more promotion from Creator Clash? Because if it was, that fucking sucked. And you made it worse, which I didn't even think was possible. But apparently, according to Anissa, you guys were already in the shithole, and you just made it worse with this. So, yeah. Loving couple over here.
We need more transparency. Promotion
Ian
wasn't...
isn't really into transparency.
Right?
Ian is kind of a shady dude. I think what we need is transparency right now. So.
He was being too cowardly. He was trying to cover it up.
Yeah.
But I just can't.
I'm going to be brave.
Cover it up
I'm going to stand up. Despite what his wishes.
He's
I'm going to go
trying
against
to
his
stop
wishes and tell you the truth.
Yes.
It's just like, why even word it like that?
That's catastrophic.
No, the word is diabolical, actually. But yeah,
Oh, wow. No, that's the first time I've ever seen more Pegasus' face. Is it fucked up that I thought he was Indian because I kind of hear it in his voice? That's if he's Indian. If he's not, and I admit that, whatever. Just when I hear him, like, and now I've seen this, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's on par.
Lisa just wants everybody to know that IDUBBZ was the one who wasn't happy with this, right? IDUBBZ wanted to be the snake and hide everything from everyone. He didn't want any transparency. Meanwhile, the lovely and truthful and beautiful Anissa, you know, the infallible, she is the one who decided to spill the beans for everybody. What a nice person. I can't believe she did this. Amazing. What Anissa's doing here is so evil, you couldn't even put this shit in Game of Thrones. Basically what she's doing here, and I guarantee you this, okay, just this, the future prediction, Pegasus is never wrong, we know this, right? She's laying down the foundation for when she eventually divorces him, right? When all the friends and everybody asks like, oh my god, I thought you had a, you know, good marriage, everything was going well, what happened? She will point to this situation. She will be like, well, you know, we had this whole creator clash thing, and then I, the amazing Anissa, was trying to do the good thing here. You know, I was trying to reveal the truth to everybody, but
that's exactly what was happening, Anissa. You were not, nah. Anissa wanted to tell the truth, but IDUBBZ was like, and IDUBBZ is enough of a pussy that he will let her say all this and not try to do anything about it. He's gonna get turned on. He really is, and it's gonna be hilarious to cover. It's gonna be sad for him, but it's gonna be hilarious to cover for me for the content. So, yeah. So, hurry up. The inevitable divorce. Hurry up. I'm gonna need that content. Hurry the fuck up. Let's go.
then IDUBBZ, this disgusting husband of mine, did not want me to. He wanted to rope me into his malicious activities. But
I swear to God, we are not letting that happen. We are not. No. We will not let Anissa do that shit. Because she's going to try to turn herself into a victim from this. She really is. She's going to try and make Ian the bad guy. And she was the innocent victim. Fuck that. How much you want to bet she tried to say it was Ian's idea to convince her to do OnlyFans? How much you want to bet that's going to be one of the things she says, that she didn't really want to do it, but Ian was kind of encouraging her? You might even say he was kind of like low-key pressuring her to do it. How much you want to bet she will just... Let me not get too far ahead of myself. Let me not get too far ahead. You're still married right now. They're not divorced yet. Let me not get ahead of myself, okay?
Innocent queen, of course, was just trying to do the right thing all along.
Sure.
Absolutely masterful gambit. Not even Magnus Carlsen could come to this level of absolute genius play IQ. Then Ethan looks at an old clip where IDUBBZ essentially gets caught lying here because Anissa has just exposed him.
Don't worry, Hila. I'm not going to blame you guys for anything Creator Clash related. I know you're terrified of taking accountability for anything.
But you're afraid of taking accountability? Bro, y'all literally sandbagged this entire event and have not taken responsibility for it. Dude, IDUBBZ continues to project himself onto Ethan and Hila. What do you mean not taking accountability? You mean like how you and your wife are not taking accountability for how shitty this event turned out? It's like, what are you doing? Taking accountability like your ass is just the king of taking accountability. What the fuck are you doing? And also, this looks worse this looks so much worse in hindsight. Because this is evident that you tried to blame Creator Clash's failure on them, and it was already fucked before this video. So you were lying so badly. You lying piece of shit. And your wife just exposed you for a lying piece of shit. Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome. You gotta love the fact IDUBBZ has a spouse that's willing to throw him under the bus like this. You love it.
So that will rest solely.
Just saying that.
You dumb bitch. You're such a dumb bitch.
Like, you're.
Hold on, give me a second. 1 second.
You're just saying that. What about what? Okay,
Related. I know.
The irony is insane.
Insane.
It's insane. Now, just bear in mind, Anissa just admit, IDUBBZ is trying to cover this up. But I'm going to tell you guys the truth. This event was doomed before the content cop. Bear that all in mind and listen to this.
He's saying the event is going to be worse than TanaCon? Can't wait for them to blame us for their failed event.
Yeah, except the only difference, and it's been pointed out, the only difference between this and TanaCon is too many people showed up to TanaCon. It actually happened. Unlike Creator Clash 3 that has now been canceled. So yeah, no, yours is worse than TanaCon. That's accurate. That is very accurate. That is extremely accurate. So he was not wrong about that. So, you know.
The internet might actually blame you guys for it. Now with this
The who? Is there someone you know named the Internet?
I guess.
That would make more sense. Yeah, my buddy Internet.
Bob Internet.
He hates Ethan. You're actually trying to blame your failure that you knew was your failure, that you knew was miserably failing, after the second one failed, and you decided to make the third one, which failed even more spectacularly. That is my fault for responding to your fucking content cop.
Yeah, so basically Anissa exposed that IDUBBZ knew, even at this time, that the event was failing, right? But he wanted to find a way to blame it on Ethan, right? That's the whole thing. The whole narrative was that Ethan is the one that crashed their charity event because, you know, he's on this long harassment campaign or whatever. But
here we go again. Yes, this long harassment campaign that wasn't sparked by anything. It wasn't sparked by, you know, Krogan making some weird tweets after October 7th and Ethan silently unfollowed her. He didn't make it a big deal. He just silently unfollowed her. To think that started this domino effect. Then Hassan's community harassing him, harassing his wife, false CPS calls, Denim signal boosting bad empanada that led to the CPS call. Then she tried to lie, and then she tried to do a defamation lawsuit against Ethan, only to get hit with a copyright lawsuit because she actually did that. Her, Fergie, and Casey Charm were legitimately trying to take views away from the video, the content nuke that he had. Seriously, bro, like, come on. The harassment campaign that Ethan is to shut up, bro. Shut up. We're all watching you. Just shut up.
Anissa just exposed that it was crashing in the first place already, and they just needed the scapegoat of Ethan to absolve themselves of all accountability. Then
and unlike IDUBBZ, Ethan's not a little bitch, so he wasn't just gonna roll over and let you fuckers do that.
he talks about the ultimate theory, Anissa preparing to divorce Ian.
They will be divorced within a year. She's planting the seeds of trying to make him seem like a bad partner, irresponsible, shady, etc., etc. She already did it once before when she was like, I bought this cake 10 days afterwards because Ian forgot my birthday. And now it's like Ian's trying to cover up this scandal, but I'm going to step up and tell it like it is. I want you to take in everything. Your wife hates you. She is currently laying the groundwork to ruin your life. If you can't see that, you will never see it. She just threw you under the bus. She called you a shady scammer. She made this announcement without talking with you about it first, or at least without your blessings. And just look at you.
Damn, bro. Look at him is brutal. Your wife hates you is absolutely brutal, all right? It's true, but brutal. And yeah, it really does seem like she's laying out the groundwork to abandon him in the future, right? And if you remember, the way she actually met IDUBBZ and the reason she went for him is because her mom gave her 2 conditions.
Yes, make sure that whoever husband is Muslim and married. No, fuck, my bad. Muslim and rich. She got one of those. IDUBBZ was rich, so she just really wanted her daughter to have a rich husband. She got it, and now they've been together long enough to where she would get half the assets of whatever IDUBBZ has. She would get half. I can't wait. That's wonderful. You know what I hope? I hope it's a divorce court thing. Can you look at divorce courts in like Law and Crime Network? Can you stream that? Can you stream divorce court proceedings? Because if so, you already know what I'm gonna say. Content. Let's go.
Of marrying a husband, either be Muslim or be rich, right? And IDUBBZ fit the category of being this multi-millionaire YouTuber. So essentially, she admitted she was a gold digger at that time, right? So after she got with this very successful YouTuber, she ruined his life and his career, sucked all of the money and clout out of him like a blood-sucking leech, a parasite of the highest degree, right? I was gonna compare it to something in anime, but you know, I'm gonna refrain myself a little bit here. But yeah, moving on to the next host now, right? After
I know he doesn't want to get too nerdy, too weeby right now. He's cooking. He's just like, I can't be too nerdy. It's okay. You're doing a good job though.
Essentially sucking IDUBBZ completely dry because he's lost everything at this point. It's just completely over for him. So now the next host, all right? So watch out. This is a warning, an absolute warning to any men in the vicinity of Anissa's area, all right? Stay away, stay away. Then Ethan talks about how Lena never got paid.
Anissa keeps lying. She keeps lying and saying all the fighters were paid. And they have not paid Lena back. It's a fucking lie. She's a liar. And I don't even know that that's true that she paid everyone else back either.
I wouldn't trust her with that info. I wouldn't trust her. Why would I? She just stays lying about everything else. She stays being dishonest about everything else. Unless she can use honesty in a way to make herself look better, she's going to be dishonest. Whichever makes her look better in the eyes of the public is what she's going to do, whether that's being dishonest or being honest. So honestly, I would so many honest using that one sentence. Just don't trust Anissa's word for shit. You'll be very good.
You're the one that called Lena and convinced her in good faith and put your reputation on the line for her to participate in this event. You should be taking money out of your bank account and giving it to her.
100%.
Period.
Yeah.
If the organization, Aaron Hansen, doesn't want to pay them back, then you damn well should be.
Yeah.
I loved what it stood for. What's that?
What do you mean? Yes, she loved what it stood for. Failure. Failure, greed, just wanting to seem cool and like you're in the in crowd with all these parties and galas and shit. Other than that, you lost $250,000 for Creator Clash 2. Creator Clash 3 is canceled. You just admitted there weren't any tickets being sold. What did it stand for except failure? Back-to-back failure. Come on now.
What did it stand for?
I don't know. What do you think?
Utter incompetency and failure and repeated failure?
I love that.
I don't like that.
Repeated incompetent failure. That's what Creator Clash 2 and 3. The legacy of Creator Clash is going to be two people who had no business doing this and fucked it up royally for charity. And those kids with cancer get nothing. They get nothing now because of these idiots.
I love it.
Lying about raising money for charity, failing to raise money for charity, wasting people's time.
Love it.
But it just wasn't realistic. None of it was malicious. It doesn't matter that it's malicious.
You know what? Even if it wasn't malicious, it was fucking incompetent. So, doesn't really change anything. So,
It's so negligent. This is like negligent event slaughter.
Oh, don't be fooled. I mean, this was definitely malicious. I mean, you can give them the benefit of the doubt, but how many times are you going to do that? Literally, how many times? We've seen them pull the shit over and over and over again. This is like the third event at this point. And yes, the first one wasn't a catastrophic failure, but again, even that one I'm skeptical of because they probably could have raised even more money. Also, she did just completely lie, saying that she paid all the fighters and compensated everyone. I don't know why she even told this lie because it's so easy to disprove. The only thing she secured was her own bottom line, which is crazy, right? The number one thing she secured was making sure her and IDUBBZ actually got paid before the fighters got paid, who are not as well off as them, and before the charity got paid. Apparently, the kids with cancer are definitely not as well off as them, obviously. So no, I'm not going to give them the benefit of the doubt. They were literally trying to snub charity. These are not good people, all right? I feel like they just need to admit what they did and move on from the situation. Like, I feel like in a lot of these situations that we cover, if the people can just take accountability and move on, like, people will stop hounding them. For example, Ludwig, like, even though, you know, he probably should have given like a way better apology or something like that, the second he gave the slightest bit of, okay, I regret my actions, everybody completely left him alone. Now everybody's on his side because Hassan and his goon squad are targeting him, which we'll cover later in this video. But yeah, it's pathetic. They completely ignore all the criticism. You know, then Ethan responds to the ugly, out of touch losers comment.
Why does bro focus more on the women and his harassment? IDUBBZ made the content cop, but he's threatening Ian. I don't care, bitch. Join the club of ugly, out of touch losers.
Ugly, out of touch losers. You think you're winning this? If that's not out of touch, I don't know what is. You think you're winning this? Have you also ugly? Have you seen your tattoos? Have you seen that weirdo haircut you got now? Ugly, out of touch losers. Your charity event just failed for the second consecutive year. You are the laughing stock of the internet. The fuck are you talking about losers? Who are you to call somebody else a loser? And looking at your track record, you're the last person to be calling somebody else a loser, Anissa. So please sit the fuck down.
And again, she's so obsessed with looks. She's always.
Who's she calling ugly? You?
Yeah.
Did she see how sexy you looked in your pants today?
Loser? Are you in any position to call anyone a loser at this?
No! Your charity event just fucking failed. We found out you were taking 34% just for y'all two. In the first event, that was the fucking structure of this. Now it's canceled. You fucked it up beyond repair, and you're calling somebody else a loser. Shut the fuck up. For real, shut the fuck up, Anissa. Oh, dude. Somebody take her fucking phone out of her hand. Seriously. She doesn't need to be tweeting. She doesn't need to have a camera or a microphone in front of her fucking face. Because she just makes it worse every time she tries to interact with the outside world.
At this point, like, you are the ultimate loser.
Yes.
You've lost everything.
Yes.
You have nothing. You've lost everything.
What did I say, fellas? I never clickbait. Everything I say or do is a future prediction. It actually all comes true. Whenever I say it's over, he's done, she's done, whatever, they lost everything, it's just future facts. Nobody can ever accuse me of clickbaiting ever again.
Oh, here she is trying to get in with the girlies. Can we get a group chat with Taylor Lorenz, Denims, and Frogan? I think we got to start our own.
Taylor Lorenz, Denims, and Frogan. So 2 out of the 3 that are in the lawsuit, Denims and Frogan, and Taylor Lorenz, who is a psychopath. I've been seeing something in my YouTube feed about a content cop somebody made on her 4 years ago. I might take a look at that, actually, because it looks pretty interesting. But nah, you chose 3 of the worst women and the biggest Hassan dick writers I've ever seen in my life to be in a group chat. That's hilarious.
Coven.
Oh my god. That is an absolute nightmare blunt rotation of people. We got Denims, 0 IQ. We got Anissa, soul-sucking harpy. We got Alyssa, which I won't even get into.
Who is I don't even know who the fuck that is.
As crazy as Taylor. And Taylor, #1 Hassan simp journalist. And fucking, oh my god, she counts as 999 members in a group chat. If you try to make a group chat with her, it won't work. Like, the capacity gets exceeded, right? So you need a new number beyond infinity, actually. Dude, they genuinely probably...
Sorry.
Walk around with like witch aura. Like, you know, they enter a new town. Just picture this, right? They're entering a new town. They're coming down the road. The sky behind them just turns black. It starts raining, thundering, you know, like in those cartoons and shit, because they can just sense their aura. Then he pulls up a clip where Anissa says she's really proud of what they've done.
I'm very proud of what you've done.
What? I've never seen somebody so proud of failing twice. Failing to get these kids with cancer the money they need. You're proud of that? Jesus Christ. These people are pieces of shit. Pieces of work and pieces of shit. God damn.
I'm very proud of, you know.
I am too.
What is it he's done?
Proud.
What are you proud of?
I don't know.
It's unbelievable.
I don't know.
And remember...
What are you proud of? None of what you've done has been anything worth being proud of. So what the fuck are you talking about?
Remember, this is after they stepped away, after the content cop, and where they already knew this event was doomed. I'm so proud of us. I'm so proud of us, guys.
Sucks.
Why are y'all controlling your fighters and telling them who they can and can't talk to after you've managed an event and you've dropped out? Y'all are weird as fuck. It was my job to communicate internally. Numbnuts. What? I thought
that doesn't answer that question. That didn't answer that question. Also, going back to when I was watching that one video that it was on IDUBBZ, I think it was on IDUBBZ's boxing coach. It was Internet versus IDUBBZ boxing coach. Go check out that video and also check out Internet versus video on it. Go like and subscribe for that video. Go support Internet versus YouTube channel. She talked about people exploiting the boxers and exploiting fighters. Only to find out that she was doing the same business practices. You see what I mean by this projection bullshit? That he's projecting on the other people the fuck shit that they do. It's every time they talk about somebody else doing something horrible, best believe they are probably doing it or going to do it or in the process of doing it at that fucking moment. Just saying, either they did it, we're planning on doing it, or it's in progress. Just anytime they do that, it's a projection that's either already happened, or is happening at the moment, or is waiting to happen. Pretty much.
I thought you had nothing to do with anything.
Right?
You had nothing to do with anything.
Right? This bitch. Either she's snitching on Ian or she's snitching on herself. She just can't stop. Take the fucking camera. Take the fucking phone out of her hand.
She wants all the credit and none of the responsibility. It truly is mind-bending.
Really? Numbnut? What is she, 84? What kind of boomer-ass insult is that? And I just love how she pretends to have so much responsibility, but also have no responsibility at the very same time. Whatever is convenient to the situation. If you remember, when the content cops were doing well, oh, I was behind the whole thing. It was all my idea. I pushed Ian to do everything. I want all the credit from all those millions of views on the content cop and everybody respecting Ian at that time. And now, when the content cop flops, oh, I had nothing to do with it. It was all Ian, actually. Why would you blame me, guys? Despite Ian literally citing you in the video. Absolutely pathetic. Anyways, moving on to Jellywig. Basically, last time we talked about how Ludwig gave his opinion on the Creator Class 3 situation, and he actually defended Ethan. Rare Ludwig W. But unfortunately, he is now getting torched by Hassan fans for finally saying the truth.
Oh no. You're not following the narrative of Hassan's community, so they're coming at you? I'm so... Who would have thought that would happen except to anybody that's ever happened to in the history involving Hassan's community? Who would have thought?
The Hassan side of Twitter is not happy with Ludwig for his take on IDUBBZ content cob. You hosted an event last week where you let a known alcoholic SA multiple women. I don't want to hear anything about PR.
Oh, now y'all give a fuck about that. Now you give a fuck. When he's out here saying how, when it seems like he's siding with Ethan Klein, now you give a fuck about that? Y'all weren't giving a fuck when he made it. So y'all gonna throw that in his face now? Wow. Wow. Oh. Wow. Y'all are fucking bitches. Y'all are just fucking vulture, just cannibalistic bitches. Y'all can't wait to eat your own community. It's so fucking insane. Y'all are so...
From you. By the way, all these tweets have a ton of likes. Every now and then, Ludwig tries to drift into the middle ground only to crash into a rotten take. This particular one is so bad and poorly worded, it has Ethan Klein believing he is defending him. He literally is, though. This is like him donating 10K to a Palestinian charity and then going, I won't be part of Hassan's charity stream advocate much because many of y'all in my community don't F with the cause.
This is not the same thing at all, but okay.
So this is pulling a Frogan again, where Ludwig donates 10K to the charity and she calls it chump change. I think the main takeaway out of all this is how content-brained a lot of these streamers are. They don't care about the ongoing genocide because it isn't making the money.
None of these streamers. What do you...
Yes, how can you possibly talk about this when there's a genocide going on? This is ridiculous. I can't believe you're making this tweet when there's a genocide. What the heck, man? Mental illness. So Ethan responded, first giving a little backstory of Ludwig's missing spine when it comes to situations involving Hassan.
And he had Hassan in the thumbnail. And Hassan texted him while he was live and bitched him out. And he fucking erased the video and re-uploaded it with the part about Hassan cut out and the thumbnail changed. How pathetic does it get? You know, and then he lied about it. He's like, oh, the sponsor. He said the sponsor was upset because it wasn't getting enough views. And after like a few hours of being up.
That doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen.
That doesn't happen.
It's just a total lie, yeah.
Here we go.
But anyway, something's overcome Ludwig because he's actually found it within his heart to be truthful about this. And I know that Hassan isn't going to like this.
Oh, no. It's the
because
truth.
it goes
Hassan
against the narrative.
I'm not trying to be controversial here.
Bro, Hassan hates the truth, so of course. Hassan hates the truth so fucking much, so I'm not really surprised by that. Not at all.
The fact that it's even considered controversial to state something that's plainly obvious is fucking bananas. I'm just reading the chat, and he has such a big crossover with Hassan, and these people are just so fucking washed.
I like how that's the exact reaction we had to Ethan just a while back when he was co-hosting with Hassan. Like, I can't believe Ethan has such a crossover with Hassan. But now, luckily, he has broke free and is saying it to Ludwig now. And hopefully, Ludwig also breaks free of the clutches of the cringe Hassan audience, who literally just sort of hounds you at every single turn, and literally for the dumbest shit, not for actual, you know, justifiable shit like the whole Mango situation, but literally giving the right opinion about the whole Ethan situation, basically stating like objective facts. So then he calls out Ludwig's chat.
Ethan's harassment didn't help? Who did I harass? You mean criticizing Ian and Anissa? Harass? Dude, Ian made a video fucking Fortnite dancing with all the people that have been harassing me. And it's my fault for responding? Like, how snark-brained can you be? I see people saying literal genocide defender. Is there anything we can't make about
No.
The genocide?
Everything's about that.
They're calling him a coward. They're saying, yes, I blame Ethan. His chat gets upset at him. And it's so telling. I find this whole thing so interesting. But I do appreciate Ludwig finding a little bit of a spine there and clocking the business he's standing on or whatever.
For once in his life.
I didn't know that H3 was up to date with the Jellywig lore. I guess somebody's been watching the series. Open invitation, Ethan, to be on an episode of the most legendary saga on YouTube. It would be a great crossover. But honestly, Ludwig is going through it right now. Bro just cannot win. Getting called out by every single side. There is no response he can give where he can just chill. But but kind of expected for, you know, cultivating and pandering to that community.
It is funny to see his chat get mad. Absolutely insane. You're defending Ethan fucking Klein. No way. Ethan supports genocide. This is it. None of this has anything to do. This is the reason, by the way, this is one of the reasons why he stopped doing Mogul Mail. If anybody can't see what he's saying here, they are delusional. So everybody now is going and shitting on Ludwig. And this is the problem that these people have. Ludwig can have the most reasonable, well-intentioned take, and somebody will turn this into Ludwig being a Zionist.
Now click this video to have a wonderful day going forward. Rare Pegasus blessing.
And there you go. Shout out to More Pegasus. This is a great video. Please go support the video. I will be leaving the link in the description. There you go. Copy no, not the URL. There you go. And copy the link in the description for this video. But no, this is a good video. And I can't wait to see as the saga continues, guys. And you know what? That's it for today. See you guys later. Peace.